Alright, I'm going to do something a little different today. This is a look at all the car brochures that I have. This is, well, the majority of the collection. There's a couple others that aren't here at the moment, but this is all of them that I have so far. So, yeah, I've been collecting these for the past few years, and it's become another little fascination of mine. I've always liked old cars in general, so I mean, and I like reading about them, so here we are. So, without further ado, let's take a look at a few of these. I got them sorted out by different manufacturers. GMs with their different models, like Pontiac, Chevy, and Oldsmobile, Saturn, and GMC, and the one and only Geo brochure I have. It's the only one I could find. But yeah, down here you got Chrysler and Ford. Over here's a big stack of Buick stuff, Pontiacs. This pile right here is specific models, like, well, we'll get into that one later, but like, for example, the Pontiac Grand Prix, the Chevy Tracker, Ford Escort, Buick Park Avenue, Buick Century, which I would like to find a brochure of the older Buick Century, like the 90s ones, the A-bodies. I would like to find a brochure of that, but can't seem to find one. Then you got the Regal, the other Regal one, Chevy S10, GMC Sonoma, Ford Ranger, Buick LeSabre, and a Buick Century. If you haven't noticed, I like my Buicks. Big fan of the 90s era Buick stuff. I know some people will be like, oh, that's garbage, blah, blah, blah. But whatever, I like that stuff. This is a 1985 Buick LeSabre Limited Collector's Edition thing I got off eBay. Actually, this was the very first thing I've ever won off eBay on my own. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's leather. And it opens up to this kind of deal here. And you got the little collector's edition pamphlet thing. And all these little pictures. Different drawings of different LeSabres up to 1985. Like you got the original 1959 model, 1964 LeSabre, 1977, 1971, and finally 1985. Now we all know the LeSabre went on after this, but this was 1985, and this is as far as it went. Now this would have came with a keychain and some keys, but I did not get that. But it did come with this cool book of the history of Buick LeSabres. And it's kind of cool. Oh, and this didn't come with it, but I put it in here because I didn't want to lose it. But it's 1980 Buick features and prices. And it has like all the models, like the Skyhawk, mostly Skyhawk there, Skylark, yeah, there's other ones in here, like there's the 1980 Century. I think this was before the A-body Century, but anyway, yeah, get it in there. It's a pretty neat piece. definitely one I want to hang on to. It's probably the most expensive one of these in the whole collection, just because it's kind of a rare item. But anyway, up here we have the Oldsmobile brochures. I don't have too many of these. I'd like to get a few more eventually, but we got 91, 92, and 1990. I actually have two of these. One's sealed up though, put up. And then we got the GMCs. We got 1999. I think this is 2002. 95 and 97. And up here's Saturn. We got, I think this is 2001 or 2000. Of course it's not going to focus because it's a piece of crap like that. 2001. I think this one's a little bit newer. It doesn't say. I think this one's... egg. This has to be 2000 or newer. And then we got 1991 Saturn. Then we got the lone Geo one from 1993. Prism, Storm, Metro, and Tracker. Geo was a weird little brand that I remember pretty fondly. Some childhood friends of mine had a Geo Tracker, and a lot of good times were had in that thing. I miss it. If I could ever find one that's in good shape, I'd definitely buy one. Geo Metros, those used to be everywhere. Geo Storms, always thought those were cool looking. And the Prism, which is basically a Corolla. Anyway, moving on from that. It's gonna be a long video, I bet. 2001 Chevy trucks. 2001 Chevy cars. 2002 Chevy trucks. 2002 Chevy cars. 1993 Chevy cars, I believe. The Corsica in Illumina. 1990 Chevrolet. This one's weird. It's like a poster basically that folds out into different little things. And you unfold it and it's a big picture of a Chevy Beretta, I think. And this is going to be difficult. And it's a Beretta GTZ. Which ironically, someone down the road has one of those that's been sitting for the past 20 years. Although it moves every now and then, so I don't know. Let me move the Chevy stuff out of the way here. This is 89, and yeah, that's the oldest one I got. This is actually the best one out of all of them, because it has more, stuff in it. And then you got Pontiac, 2001. This one. And of course you got everybody's favorite vehicle, the Aztec. Everybody loves the Aztec. I thought I had that one thing in here. Maybe I put it away somewhere else. Oh, it's in the Grand Prix one. Anyway, we got 1990. This one's 1993. And this is 96 or 97. 96. Probably for 97. And it still has this original card on the back. And then we got 2000. And of course we get the big fat stack of Buick stuff. I've been collecting a lot of Buick crap. Why? I've always liked Buicks, I guess. But 2002 Buick 94, which was ironically the year I was born. 1990. I got this when I still had my 1990 Buick Century, which I kind of miss that car. That was a nice car. It's a shame I could never get the dang thing running. 1991, 1993, 1992. It's a bit out of order, but you know, it's the way she goes. I like these Buick ones because I mean they're pretty big and they have a lot of stuff in them, a lot of information. This is 1998. This one's a little bit thinner, but it still has a lot of good stuff in it. 96, 97, 95. But yeah, that's all the Buick stuff. So that's Buick. And last but not least, we got these two piles here. Various different ones. This is all Ford. This is 2002 Mercury. This is Ford trucks for 2002. And this one is Ford cars for 2002. And finally the Ford SUVs for 2002. I remember that No Boundaries campaign pretty well because I remember it being in all the advertisements as a kid. This is Ford cars for 92. You got your Taurus, Crown Vic, and your Escort. I like looking at these older ones more because they're more interesting to me. I don't know. I like these too, honestly. Then you got Mercury for 2000, which is, you know, the last year of that body style Mountaineer. Remember the Cougar? It was actually supposed to be a probe at first. But anyway, here's a Mercury 1992 one with the Bland Marquee and the Cougar and the Topaz and the Tracer. And anyone remember these things? Mercury Capri. I've only seen a handful of those. 97 Ford cars. 1993 Ford trucks. Well, that's in the wrong section, but that goes over there. I have two of those. This one's actually the smaller one of the 95 Buick brochure. And this one is Chrysler stuff. This is 94 Dodge cars. 1982 Chrysler LeBaron. I think Spatzbear has one of these. Yeah, I would like to find one of those wagons. Those are cool. Chrysler really went all out with these back in the day. It's the car that saved Chrysler. And now they're going down the plunger again. 1996 Dodge cars, Viper, Stealth, Neon, Avenger, Stratus, Intrepid, Caravan, and Grand Caravan. My aunt had a red Neon just like this, only it was red, and it had those funky weird seats in it. I don't think this one has that in there, but it had the same hubcaps. Can't remember if hers was a Plymouth or a Dodge though. Dodge Stratus. 1992 2 Chrysler Plymouth. You got the Voyager and Town and Country. These Plymouth Colt and Colt Vista. Sundance America. The Acclaim and the Plymouth Laser. And you got the New Yorker and the Imperial. 92 Dodge. I might get a lot of crap for this, but I've always liked these 90s Caravans. '90s Chryslers in particular, I've always really liked them. I almost bought a 91 or 92 Sundance America. I thought about buying it, but I didn't because various things happened. Dodge Ram, Dodge Dakota, the Ram Charger, and the Ram 50. I didn't know they made the Ram 50 up to 92. Dodge Caravan, Dakota and Ram, the Ram van, and yeah, it's Dodge. And this is the one that I really like. This is 1991. It has like all the stuff in it, like the Monaco, the Dynasty. I'll try to go through this as quick as possible. It's gonna be a long video, but yeah, it has like everything in it. I really like that one. This is Dodge for 98. This is 2000 maybe, because they still have that Stratus. There's the Rainbow. I think it's 2000. Yeah, probably for 2000. That one's a pretty good one too. This is another one of those fold out things. It folds out into that. And then you fold it out more and you get the whole lineup. It's kind of cool. I need to put that in with the other 91 Dodge thing. 2002 Dodge. Grab Life by the Horns. I remember that one pretty well too. This was the first one I ever got. 1972 Chrysler Plymouth. I found this in a box of stuff that somebody was getting rid of. And I took it out because, I mean, I thought it was cool. And, yeah. The person I got it from was a big Mopar fan. But when he passed away, his wife was getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And there was a big box full of just old car stuff. And I took this and a couple magazines out of it. And this one I got at the flea market or antique mall in Ohio. And then we got Jeep for 2002. It's the only Jeep one I got. Let's see, put this in here. So yeah, that's basically the whole collection. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.